Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for being here. We're going to dive into a quick reading for Sagittarius. I think I just realized there's a message out bumping into you. So maybe somebody wants to bump into you, so just be aware of that. I don't know why that message was already there, but maybe we'll just jump straight into some juicy messages, change it up a bit today. So, Sagittarius messages from your spirit team, Angel Michael, guardians, and guides for their highest timeline. Any messages? Okay, we have a few. Sagittarius, last messages to start our reading. Let's go ahead and see. We have trying to keep you down. What the hell? Would you be with them if you were succeeding? Manifest success. So maybe there's something about realizing that you might not even like their presence or company. That if you were on a different vibe, if you had different priorities, or if you had different things going on, maybe you wouldn't even deal with this kind of person, right? It's okay. Sorry, it's not your fault. They ruined their chance. They were coming for you, so very ominous. Scared of their karma. So maybe this person wants to like return, or I mean, we are in like retrograde season, so eat veggies, stir fry, avoid lifeless food, go for the fresh. So your body could be really like looking for something maybe right now. The devil tries to get you caught in karma. Always say no. Saturn rewards boundaries. So that could be about contracts, right? They are just wasting your time. Yeah, Saturn rules time, right? So what else do we have? Bigger plans, beat smaller people. Always leave players. So this could be somebody reckless, by the way. Or they could do like strange things, like light things on fire. I'm just getting like a pyro energy. No more looking down, look up. That's quite interesting. Let's get you an oracle. Let's start with the we are in autumn, so we might as well use this deck. Actually, we're almost in winter, honestly. Sagittarius, people and placements. What are your messages? Queen of the Dead. Fear not the rage of fire living within, for it is the power of your fierceness waiting to taste you fully. 31. Very interesting. Embracing your dark side, naughtiness, and using darkness for good. So you could be seeing 13 a lot right now. This could be like that waning moon phase we're in right now, that dark moon right there. Embracing your dark side, right? Okay. Your higher self chose the card because you need to learn to be unafraid of your soul's dark or naughtier side. So basically allowing it to work through your energy, embracing those traits instead of externalizing them, right? Maybe looking within, or what you need to look at. There is deep power within you that you may feel would be scary or too much to handle if unleashed. Perhaps you fear what you might become if you were seduced by the shadowy aspect of your spirit. So this could be about not playing it small or being too humble. There's something about going after your dreams or your desires. There could be something about following desires or thinking about what do you desire. I'm seeing like a black forest cake, so take it as you will. Not suggesting that. I'm just seeing maybe there's like a concept of like a richness to your energy, or really following what you truly want, basically. Would you become too ambitious or power hungry, or sacrifice your beliefs in pursuit of fame or fortune? Would you hurt people or forget your roots? Would you succumb to anger? There's also something about like balancing your energy and find yourself difficult to get along with. Those are all noteworthy fears, but they can't prevent you from integrating both sides, right? Because you're only going to hold yourself back from your desires. Queen of the Dead tempts you to explore and use darkness for good. Rage, ambition, jealousy, and manipulation can be channeled for a good cause. Rather than viewing them as being bad, see them as opportunities for evolution and growth. These energies to be useful, and your willingness to work with rather than against your demons is key for showing them the way to the light. I think that's like when you think about the universe as a concept of oneness and like darkness versus light, so to speak, right? Like the universe, literally, like there's a lot of dark matter and then there's the stars and everything kind of just, I don't know. There is something here about that binary principle or concept that could be interesting. I'm just going to grab some water. It's turning out to be quite a beautiful day. So let's go ahead and pull. It was kind of dark this morning though, so maybe there's something here about out of the darkness, the light shall arise. Sagittarius. Oh, we have one more message. God is the bestest friend. So you could have like a strong relationship with God. I saw this great photo. It was like, don't think about religion, think about relationship. Like religion, if anything, it keeps you out of a relationship with God because they tell you that you have to go through a group or through, uh, and it's not bad to worship together, I'm sure, but it's more about the relationship than the cult, right? So, anything else for Sag? We have Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. So it's like really understanding everything is from the subconscious, right? The water energy. Pisces energy, which we have Saturn and Neptune actually kind of finishing up in those areas of our chart, whatever house you have Pisces in your own personal chart. So you can look that up on Google with AstroSeek. I suggest they're a great website. Use the whole sign house system in the settings, enter your birth date information. If you don't know your time of birth, that's okay. You can go retroactively through the previous month's transits on YouTube, for example, some astrologer that lays out 12, maybe lunatic astrology, for example, and you can see which of the rising signs most applied to your life to get at least a concept of a window of the time that you were born. And that would be applying for your location that you're currently living in now. Anyways, so of course, adjust the time of birth to the associated moment in time in a new location if you've changed locations from where you were born. Anyways, let's go ahead and see. You might be doing something differently as well. There could be something here about like new tactics, new strategies, new opening yourself up to new ideas, new I heard portals, gateways, but also just new. Maybe you're delving deeper. There's something just new here. There's something about like maybe you're, even if you're taking old concepts or something, or like old wisdom or experience or teachings, you're like merging them or forming them in a way that's more novel or ingenious or intuitive. Maybe you're talking to AI. Maybe you're working with those kind of concepts. Very Uranian energy, honestly, which I guess makes sense. Pluto's in Aquarius, and we're currently still in Scorpio season. So, and there's a new moon in Scorpio approaching us on the 19th. So, this is a time to think about, really deep concepts. Scorpio and Pisces are both associated with emotions, of course. Scorpio is that deep, darker emotions, shadow work, past lives, occult. So is Pisces, really, the subconscious. So Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine, so clear you could see for miles underwater. So this could be about clearing your subconscious. Represents the crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see potential in all people and situations. So a great way to do that is, pull away from all distractions or media, maybe have some time to talk with God, or just do something else. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. You could be very good at like shining, like regardless of like, distractions or people around you. You may have received, or energies, right? You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a positive sign. Things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate, right? So when you understand these patterns, or with Saturn and Neptune, or the subconscious structures of a reality, or maybe your destiny, your blueprint, your life, your reincarnation, you understand that more, you can rewrite your fate and history. When water appears in dreams or art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring light to any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them and see them clearly and consciously so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to the light of the day. So there could be something about like a fearlessness or just kind of going forward, enjoying yourself right now as well. You could be letting go of two major things in your life, or two belief systems, or two people. I'm seeing Sagittarius energy for sure, Scorpio energy potentially. So we are in those seasons, so it's not surprising. It's not surprising, that's for sure. But let's continue. Let's get you a past life, and then we'll dive into some deeper messages. Sag, what's your past life message from Angel Michael in the highest timeline? Ancestors for their highest good. Ooh, but it was in the reverse, so that's cool. You're exiting some kind of imprisonment or slavery. This could be like, ways that you could have been operating, or things that have kept you held back. Yeah, this could be in your beliefs. Something about Asia. You could have like past lives in Asia. You could be seeing like a lot of Asian imagery or Oriental kind of art, or this could be something rooted in a past life, or something to do with beliefs in general. Maybe more ancient beliefs, right? I think Asians, or Asia as a nation or as a place is much older than probably Europe, I would assume. I'm pretty sure. But I don't know, every place is old, I guess. Let's get into some tarot, Sagittarius. coming out of some kind of repetitive loop, Eight of Swords sideways, Queen of Cups in the future. Wow, I like that. Really standing or nurturing your own emotions or empowerment, I heard. So maybe that you're spending your time more wisely, like you're really spending it on yourself in a way. There could be something about planning for the future or looking towards the future as well. There's something balancing out in your life. So this could be like divine timing or divine justice. I think this is more about justice. This is not about timing. I mean, it could be about timing, but there's something also about the fact that you could be shifting the energy in some way. So maybe it's like a co-creative. Obviously, like transits will spark us to think about things in different ways. So in that sense, it could be timing, but in other ways, it could also be about the choices you make during those transits, right? It's not so much just about the timing willy nilly. It's about what choices you're making at those transits. So, like for example, I think today we have some challenging transits, like a quincunx to Saturn or Neptune. So it's like that must be a weird, awkward energy. But if you lean into it and you use the energy, like I'm doing, I'm just kidding, making a reading right now. um, it might be weird, but screw it. At least I'm using the energy in some way, shape, or form. So, anyways, anything else for Sag? You've thought a lot about love, or love could have been on your mind, or there's could be that self love as well, especially the past. I think you've been reflecting a lot. The Empress here, the gray energy. So it's like the more that you're nurturing yourself, the more you're coming into. It's like reality is coalescing to create this harmony around you based on your own harmony, is what I'm saying. Because justice is like a Libra card, yeah, and this is allowing you to actually out of a time of like you could be very nimble or quick or agile or very flexible or skateboarding could be relevant, but you could be like out of a time of like not so good moving towards the good, or dirt bikes could be relevant or something, but don't take it if it doesn't apply. um, you could have avoided something as well, like something quite dangerous or something that was going to sacrifice you, like a lamb kind of energy. Yeah, that's crazy. I heard third party situations. So I don't know if you gained clarity on this or you have new connections coming in as well very quickly for you, but I just had to mention it. Somebody was trying to distract you, I think. But you came out of it. You came out of it by making a choice, yeah. Seven of Wands. You blocked something. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Sorry. And just as we say that, the Fool and the Chariot moving quickly. Quickly. Eight of Wands here, the Fool, the Chariot. New beginnings are here. It's like kind of like while they were in their own, I'm seeing like a storm, like a tornado. It's like you've been safely, like, I heard, escorted to safety. So maybe there was something about you were really in some kind of like, state or something. Well, God is your best friend. Yeah. So God could have guided you on the moves or decisions to make, on what to do. Maybe you pulled away and like listened to your higher self. But let's hear advice. What's your advice for Sag at this moment from the highest teams? Oh, love and light. Yeah. Something like really, these people are broke. There's something about money. Yeah, King of Cups. This is somebody who is manipulative or emotionally manipulative. It's like whatever energy they sent towards you to create conflict, like reverberated back, I heard. So it's not even like the power of one, it's like the power of 10 or something like that. Yeah, yeah, exponents like in math. There's something about like an effect. It's kind of like, I guess that's how karma works. It's like, you might not think it's a big decision on whether you decide to have a glass of milk or a glass of, tea, but you don't know the effect that choice has had in all dimensions. I don't know. I'm just going crazy, but that's me. I realized actually recently how many freaking Uranus aspects I have in my chart. Very strong. And I just realized that and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And some of them are activated by Saturn and stuff like that. So I guess I wouldn't have realized it earlier. But I'm like, oh. But anyways, great time to realize it, I guess. Sorry. Just gonna grab some water. My Uranus is in Aquarius, no less, so it's very, very Aquarian. So this is your advice, right? That's what we're pulling. Yes, we are. Looking towards the future. Yeah, you're resilient as a motherfucker. As a motherfucker. Okay, anything else for advice? Yeah, the Empress, just as we say that. Like, hello, Empress on Empress. This is crazy. It's like yesterday, didn't I do a Sag reading and the Empress came out twice as well? Like, it came out like super Empress energy. Like, this is like super strong energy. I mean, it is your birthday season coming up and we expect no less at any time. I think this is just kind of like a really culminating point. Like, you've climbed, you've climbed, you ascended the mountain. Miley Cyrus, the climb type energy, right? Like, you've gotten there. So Wow, your hair be hairing, by the way. Like, if you've got hair, it be shining. Maybe you're realizing that. Maybe you just like touching your hair. Um, Tell me more. Somebody's hiding something, or there's a secret, or you were very secretive as you exited something, or you were very like intuitively led. Yeah, you focused. You got focused or clarity. Something about getting clarity. Yeah. Maybe somebody was like talking shit, by the way. Um, yeah, you're moving out of stagnancy. You're not in rest mode anymore. Did somebody want to keep you in rest mode? King of Wands. You have two masculines here. Yeah, third party situations. Or this person was in a third party. They both could have been in third parties. Maybe you weren't in a third party, but they were in third parties. You know what I mean? Like they had side dudes or whatever. Yeah, so you've ended it. Could be Italian, doesn't have to be. Americano, Americano. Or isn't that that song? Is that the saxo beat song? That could be relevant. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've had strength. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Austin Powers, baby. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you've taken back something. Wow. Authority, maybe, in your life. Stability, strength, maturity, wisdom, quick movement. You've changed. Or you are changing. You're becoming quite strong. You're healing. Aquarius energy. Right on top of the Fool. New beginnings. It's like the lighthouse there. It's like you're being led. Like there's beacons of light beaming out, or like, you know, I don't know how it works, but it's like a light in the night, and you're on the ship or the boat, and you're like coming into harbor or something. So interesting. Yeah, Ten of Wands in the reverse. Any last messages, if you'd like? Yeah, sadness in the reverse. Gotta love it. Got to love it. So I hope the mic's okay, because I hope you can hear me. But anyways, you know what? I just knocked over this deck, so I guess they want me to pull from the Moonologies. Oh, I was looking where this went. Thank you. Let's see for Sagittarius. Any extra messages? I really hope I didn't fuck with the mic too much. All right. South Node, yeah, you left something that was in your South Node. Could have been like past life karma or bad karma, or something that had to leave. The South Node in your chart is an area of your chart where you want to stay detached from, because if you're invested in that energy, A, it's repetitive past life patterns, and B, it's supposed to leave your life, so it's bad karma. You're supposed to see the truth in whatever area your South Node is in, and also detach from it or let go. Like, let's say your South Node is in the 6th house. This could mean in past lives you worked a lot. You worked too much. You neglected maybe even your spirituality or your subconscious. So maybe in your North Node, your destiny or good karma is always the opposite of your South Node. So that would be in the 12th house, which means like spirituality and all that stuff would be good karma for you to go towards. For example, if you had the South Node in the 7th house, that would mean relationships, marriages, partnerships were too easy for you in a past life. Maybe you lost yourself in relationships in past lives. You didn't even have a sense of identity. You didn't get to fulfill your purpose or destiny or whatever. So in this life, you're being advised to go towards your 1st house, which is yourself, basically your own needs. Or if you have your South Node in the opposite, let's say in the 2nd house, that means in this lifetime, you would have good karma through going to your 8th house, which would be shared finances with others instead of just hoarding and keeping all your money to yourself kind of energy. Anyways, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Tentative. I heard tentative. So this was your choice, or there was a decision maybe for this. Okay, Sag. Maybe this was a new relationship. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Yeah, you could have swapped something. Like I'm literally seeing like maybe you're to the universe. You're like, actually, I didn't want to manifest that. I want to transfer all that energy and swap it into this manifestation now. So yeah, you could just be doing that. Like literally, like it's kind of like law of equivalent exchange. You have to sacrifice something. Like you have to sacrifice the old life if you want the new life. You know what I mean? If you're like, this ain't up to par. I realized I actually hate burgers. I'm into sushi now. Sagittarius, anything else? Yeah, because something was like, oh, I feel like something in the past, like, yeah, we saw the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Something in the past hurt your money real bad. That's interesting. It's time to take action. I think you called a spade a spade. It looks like you could have closed something out. You could be closing out fears in general, or some kind of like disempowerment, or actually, let's get you a Celtic for Sag. This moment in time from the highest timelines, Angel Michael. Avalanche in the reverse. Yeah, you've avoided something, basically. Averted something. Morgan is working with you. Beautiful. I love Morgan. Sheeta Bass. She's very mysterious. I think she's based in, like, you can see the crows above her head. But, yeah, number 3. Let's go ahead and see. Real quickly. I'll pull some tea leaf. Protection, seduction, and courage. The Morrigan is the seductive goddess of the battlefield. Legend states she tried to tempt the Irish warrior Cuchulainn just before a major battle, and he refused. In her reprisal, she ensured he was killed on the battlefield, and her crows fed on his flesh. So she is not a goddess to take lightly. Sorry, I gotta just drink a little water. Gotta drink the blood of my enemies. Very nice. Let's see. It's a very protective card. It shows the goddess has witnessed your efforts and is here to guide your next move, especially if you've been dealing with some sort of conflict. Celtic battle goddess, badass, comes to let you know that you should fight bravely. Don't give in, for she has your back. This is a powerful protection indeed. Secondly, the Morgan encourages you to use your seductive charms to achieve your desires. The road might not be smooth, but nothing worth the fight ever is easy. Use your feminine wiles. If you're a woman, take a softer approach. If you're a man, know that there are two sides of this battle goddess, the warrior and the seductor. She comes to tell you to use all the skills you have in order to win the fight. Regression should always be the last resort. Interesting. 13 could be really relevant. Going to pull some extra cards. Yeah, so this is about contracts. Okay. There could be new contracts coming towards you. Yeah, this could be about taking control of your life with Saturn there. Yeah, you could have moved through some kind of disappointment, potentially, because I split the deck on that. Let's just continue. All right. I heard no more time loops, Sagittarius. So maybe you've been like doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, muddled, unclear thinking. This could have been, yeah, good fortune in the reverse. This could have been associated with emotions or water sign energy. Tell me more. There's something that you need to focus on maybe in your career or your work or what you're working on. Yeah, you were dealing with someone very stubborn. You were persevering beyond something, it looks like. Being wise will be important. There might not be things you totally understand at this time either in your career or in your romantic life or in general, but there's something like a new job potential here. Things will not always be this way. Happiness and well-being. You're going to be happy. So don't worry. Like if you're concerned about work, your career, you're going to be happy. You could be using your psychic ability as well. Yeah, something was really bad luck in the past. Oh, yeah. So things are going to get better. You've avoided someone or something that was quite detrimental or deadly. Yeah, this was like not good. Could be a Scorpio. Yeah, temptation. Could be something sexual. Could be some kind of traumatic situation. There's some kind of divine justice though playing out, so. Alrighty, Sagittarius, let's get you a familiar and we'll close out. B. So you were part of a community mischief in the reverse. So maybe you've avoided some kind of mischief, like we said. And red squirrel, conscientiousness. Let's go ahead and read that. Ravens, okay. Be mindful now, pay attention. Diligence relieves the tension. So if you're feeling anxiety, make sure you're preparing. That always helps me as well. Be mindful now and pay attention. Diligence relieves the tension. So maybe try to get educated, learn about things. Must prepare, be not mistaken, obligation to awaken. This could be about work, career, jobs, or this could be about shadow work. Be prepared, take time out to regroup. A change is as good as a rest. The decision gets results. So yeah, Get a job you're passionate about. Think before you speak. Balance work and play. Take meticulous care with details. Time to take your duty seriously. Make the effort. Oh dear, your indifference and nonchalance suggest you can't be bothered, and I can see your heart isn't in it. This is compromising your level of integrity, and you could be risking it all. My message as caretaker of the forest urges you to make time for play and be sociable, but do so with a sense of sedulous care, not as a gossip or slanderer. Be aware of how you come across to others and be diligent and work. Your life path doesn't have to be determined by luck, chance, or fate. It's all a matter of being attentive to the task at hand and to build harmony through respect and mindfulness of words and actions. Harness my magic to increase your perception and instincts. As your awareness awakens to a full level of consciousness, notice the beauty and natural gifts all around. Together we fill your storehouse with all you need as we prepare for your future. Known as a messenger of the gods, Irish fairy Queen Meb's squirrel perched on her shoulder, a mischievous squirrel named Ratatosk lived in the world tree of Norse mythology. Witches work with squirrels who scurry about bearing news or gossip. So there could be something about information headed your way as well. Somebody might want to communicate with you as well. There could be a new contract as well. Anyways, let's get some extra messages. Extra last messages from the highest timelines. It says, love is a temple in the heart, unconditional. So this could be about connecting with divine love. Somebody could have been wasting your time. Developing courage. You could be developing courage. No more looking down, looking up. It says, learning to value yourself. Love it. Trying to confuse / cloud your mind. It says, milking it in the stillness. So, and try to really get you off your path. And healing requires time. So if you feel like you're kind of like have to go 0 to 100, you don't. You definitely do not. Everything. And so there is something here about transits. There's something here about timing, but working with that timing, right? So maybe things have to happen the right way. The work you invest amplifies. So just know, even if you're making little moves, they are gaining traction. I am open to it. Yeah, just being open to like new, or being open to, you have to also tell your spirit team what you're open to. Like if you want more understanding, or if you want more clarity, or if you want your you have to allow, you have to be in the right energy, right? So, and ask them to prepare you for that energy, and you have to consciously prepare as well. So interesting reading. Maybe we'll pull a animal to close us out. Sagittarius. The skunk. Protection. Magnolia. The skunk knows how to shield itself by spraying its foes with a foul odor. Its black and white fur serves as a warning to all would-be assailants. Similarly, the magnolia is known for large, waxy leaves and copious blooms. Its thick-petaled flowers are some of the oldest on Earth, having evolved to endure damage from beetles. Yeah, so there might be something about, like, you might be seeing, like, how you've evolved through time, or maybe, like, through your past incarnations as well. Like, the fact that I was thinking about this today, the fact that, like, the animal or the organism has to adapt to the environment, right? So it's kind of the environment will stress the organism out, but you don't want to stress the organism out too much that it dies. But you also want to stress it enough so it evolves, kind of energy, or that's just natural. So you are safe, your boundaries are respected, and your home is intact. Remember that when you are protected. Yeah, I don't know. It just says, remember you're protected. Yeah, so anyways, how can I protect others? Who and what makes me feel safe? Nice. 22. You could be seeing the number 22 a lot, so pay attention to that. That could be confirmation for this reading. But I think I'm going to end it there. Thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link, or leave a tip through there. Continue to focus on your healing, being conscientious in everything that you do. You have a new beginning here with the Fool here, where you have the Morgan guiding you, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Really great energy, honestly. There is a new beginning in money, it looks like, or you could have like important transits happening in your 8th or 2nd houses right now, or just Taurus and Scorpio themes could be playing out. We just had the super full moon in Taurus, and now we're moving towards that new moon in Scorpio. So this could be about taking your power back, or a new moon in that area of your life. But continue to look forward. 3 of Wands and the Empress here. You're really standing in your power and magnetism, I think, at this time. So interesting. Maybe we'll close out and we'll get one last message, Sag. Coming out of being sleepless. So if you've like if something has been like giving you sleepless nights, or you've been having issues at night, that could be ending. You could be daydreaming up new solutions. You could be filling up your cup, and that could be what your priority needs to be right now, and manifesting better for you, or whatever you like, thinking about what you want, so that you can create it. And it can, because I think this is a great time for you to get what you want. There's something about divine justice here already at play. So it's like, if you just ask for like, if you're in court, I don't know, it's kind of like the universe is asking, what would you like in compensation, or something like that, because maybe there's energy due to you, but it needs to have a channel or an outlet. So anyways, take care.